Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Come on. Why isn't yours playing, hon?
I don't know. I can't.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into the Night show with me, your host, Sean Kelly, and my co-host tonight, Miss E.L. Thomas, my very, very dear friend out there where it's nice and warm all the time and it don't snow. I want to thank you for coming and watching the show tonight. I am on UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans. And right after my show tonight, okay, you have Mr. Yazzy's Don't Whistle at Night, Dawn and Darren. That's right. And they always have good shows. They have a lot of shows. They have a lot of good guests. You all go. There it goes. Heidi, how are you? Miss Cindy Mitch, so good to see you. And everybody out there in podcast land who watch UPRN Talk Radio. Let me see. Heidi says, I'm in the No Snow Club too. Okay, she's in the No Snow. She's out west too. But yeah. So we had snow again today. But oh my God, it's crazy. I'll tell you, Seal, you're from here. Okay. Everyone, there's warnings. This big snow is going to come in and it's going to cause a lot of crap and roads are going to be bad. Guess how much we got?
A
That's it.
Flurries.
That was it.
That's funny.
Yeah. You Bruce. Oh, Johnny's out Midwest and she. Well, I'm sorry you fell. That's right, Heidi. You did fall. I'm sorry you're bruised.
What? Heidi fell down? Did Heidi fall down?
Yeah, she fell. last night, but that's okay. We all do. I'm just glad she's in watching the show. But so we have a good show tonight. Okay. She needs to stop hurting herself. Okay. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Heidi. But, you know, so a couple days ago, um, I was looking and I have a bunch, I have some, no yawning. That's not allowed. No yawning. You're not allowed to sleep. It's what, only 5 o'clock there? You're not allowed to yawn. Hey, Mr. Wojo, good to see you. You're getting 2 feet of snow. And Heidi hurt herself vacuuming. Oh my gosh. But so the other day I was thinking, I was looking and I collected stones every now and then. I have a few. And I have some crystals too. Right. And I said, well, why don't I do a show on crystals? Stones. And I happened to see CL, and we got into talking for a couple text messages, and I said, well, I told her about what I was going to do, and she said, well, I'll come on your show. We can talk crystals. And here she is, and I'm grateful for that. And the reason why I bring up crystals, I'm sorry, how rude of me. CL Thomas is a dear friend of mine. She has a podcast on Tuesday nights, the Gateway Podcast, and she comes on right after mine show into the night on Tuesdays. And she has some great shows, man. She got some great guests. And like I tell you every time on Tuesdays, after you're done with my show, go over and give her some love. And give her some love and go watch her show. And Heidi says, yes, never met a rock I didn't like. I love the peach ones you sent. I'm grateful for you both. Thank you. Yeah, I sent Heidi some stones. But, so the other day, I was thinking about crystals. And I know a lot of people who are Wiccan, who are into the metaphysical. Hey, man, what's up? This is the Vogel Brothers. Well, you too. Thank you for popping in, dude. And, I've been dealing with it since 2006, I think, or whatever. I don't know. But what confuses me, or you guys heard what I'm like, okay? It's like I need to have a definite answer, okay? I need to have a definite answer. And sure, a couple times I put all my stones and all my crystals out there to get, I guess, cleared out, from the full moon or something like that and charged up again. But how do you know if the crystal's working? How do you know that? Do they work? Or is it all in our minds? I don't want to lose no friends over this topic here, but I'm just, taking it from a point of view of, how I need to understand this. Joe Fox, there's Joe.
Hi, Joe Fox.
So I brought up the history of crystals, and crystals have been used for thousands of years, originating with ancient Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks, who cherished them for protection, healing, and spiritual rituals, valued as talismans and sacred objects. They were associated with the divine energy and purity. Okay, Miss CL, what is the divine energy and purity?
I think it's when, I'm just going off on a limb here. I'm guessing it means that you're pulling it from the god and the goddess energy from that source.
Okay. Now, being the devil's advocate that I am, okay, how do we know it's pulling the energy?
Well, have you ever noticed that most haunted houses and hotels and things are usually on um, crystal?
No, never thought about that, buddy. Never knew that.
And in most haunted areas seem to have a lot of crystal or quartz around, for one. So
Okay.
the other thing about it too is those areas seem to be, and I'm just like guessing here, I don't know, I'm not an expert in this or anything like that, but it just seems like areas that have a lot of quartz in particular seem to be active. Like there's always like a lot of UFO sightings or paranormal activity, things like that. So you see that a lot in Nevada, especially. Well, I noticed it a lot in Nevada, but even areas like Arkansas, where you can find clear quartz in some
Yeah.
areas up there.
Can actually find diamonds down in there too.
Yeah. And one of my favorite pastimes is going out in the desert and collecting different gemstones and things. So I have a whole assortment of different rocks and things. But as far as like from a Wiccan standpoint, if you're using it to draw energy and things like that, I think it's just a tool. All of that stuff is just a tool. Like I really don't believe that you necessarily have to have gemstones or candles or any of that stuff to create magic, because it's all, at the end of the day, it's all about intent and harnessing, using your energy to you're harnessing the energy and then focusing it for a certain outcome. So I think a lot of it is, like you said earlier to me, that you thought it was more using your own mind to do it. And I really believe that to an extent. I really do believe that it's all about intentions.
Well, Miss Heidi says years ago she went to a rock show and she entered this exhibit all enclosed and one-way traffic. She said she got halfway through and almost had a panic attack. She says, I felt too much energy in the next section and had to leave ASAP. Huh. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that, my friend. Yes. And she says, I've heard that quartz is sort of a conductor to high strangeness, increased chances of some sort of paranormal. And Tesla came to Colorado for the quartz here. Okay. That's cool. See, that is very interesting, Heidi. And I truly appreciate you telling everybody this. Like, I don't think, I know for a fact in Pittsburgh, we don't have too many crystals. We don't. We don't have none of that. All we got, unless we got coal mines. Pennsylvania has coal mines.
You have
one of the crystals were part of it.
You have that byproduct.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want the real deal, man. But it just has been fascinating to me that, you got amethyst, and Heidi says intentions are so huge. I agree with CL with things are told. I agree too. Absolutely, Heidi. But, so when I started collecting the rocks, I thought they were really cool. Like I look for the color of the rock. Okay. It's like I don't, determine the meaning for the rock. Like I got some cool Dalmatian rocks. Okay. They're white with black dots on them. They're like pretty cool.
You found those out in Pittsburgh?
No, I go to a rock place, in Union, and I find them down there. About Joe Fox says about the only things by me is snow and ice crystals. But and then I love the amethyst. Citrine is my favorite. I love citrine. And I buy all these, and I try to look up all the properties of why. Why did I pick those rocks? Why did I pick that citrine? Why did I pick that amethyst? why did I get that moonstone down? I got one down in North Carolina, and they're pretty. But why? Why all of a
Because
sudden? And
you were drawn to it.
Drawn?
Yeah, you were drawn to it.
See, I didn't feel like I was being drawn to it, to be honest with you. I felt like that I just was looking at the color of the amethyst. You know what I mean? I wasn't putting the metaphysical thing into it. You know what I mean? I was just looking at the color. And then at the time I was collecting these stones, hey, Michelle, and at the time I was collecting the stones, I started, doing some jewelry with them. Okay. And I said, wow, that's a pretty purple. I think I'll snatch that up and try to make something out of it. You know what I mean? Heidi says, she frequently found out that there are digs. Yeah.
Yes, there are.
Down in Arkansas. And then you got the Herkimer place up in New York too. Have you ever been up in there? Herkimer diamonds. Yes, it's a big thing up in. So, I'm sorry. I've been talking too much. Why don't you share your thoughts and feelings on what do stones and crystals mean to you, my dear friend?
Well, I don't really go out and buy rocks anymore. And it's because I find rocks all the time, everywhere in Nevada. And so one of my favorite pastimes is going out and digging up quartz of all kinds. And I have so many rocks now. I don't know what to do with them. I think I'm going to start selling them. But one of my favorites is this right here. This is obsidian glass. And I'll pull some of them out.
That means it's all black, right? It's all black and shiny. Obsidian glass.
Let's see through it. Can you see it?
Oh wow! Yeah, I can see it. People, can you see it? On the video here. On.
I can move the light just a little bit. See, does that help or no?
Yeah,
No?
I can see her hand.
Yeah, it's not the best.
So what does this, is there a difference between obsidian glass and obsidian stone?
So these are more like chips. I think this is what happens when, I want to say this is what happens when lightning strikes sand kind of thing, because this is like glass. This is like natural glass. It's real sharp. It'll cut you. Mm-hmm. And they call it obsidian glass. And what it's known, the magical properties behind it is supposedly you can do a lot of shadow work with it. It absorbs negative energy. It's almost like a psychic vacuum cleaner. If you want to, because it's see-through, if you want to discover the truth behind something, you can use it for that. It's supposed to be used for emotional healing. From my understanding, Native Americans would actually make, because it's real easy to chip it and things, and it's real sharp. So they would use this for arrowhead points and things as well. So, of course, there's a level of using it for protection, confronting like problems, things like that. So
does it really work? Does it really work?
Well, I kind of use it. I kind of use it for, I do use it for shadow work, but again, I don't know if it actually works because, it's just a tool to help you direct that, to focus that energy toward a certain goal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, if you think about it.
I remember when I started reading tarot, okay. The Pittsburgh police called me up and asked me to see what I see. Okay. And I talked to a lady here And she said, you cannot use the cards when you do it. She says, you have to learn how to trust what you see here. You know what I mean? So to me, for me, Oh, Joe Fox, by the way, she has a shitload of turquoise.
Oh yeah.
Right? She really does. Oh yeah, she does. And I've been trying to woo her in order to send them over here to Pennsylvania. I don't know. She's just keeping that shit up there, man. I don't know what I need to do to get her to mail me some turquoise, buddy. But
I have a whole bucket full of it.
Yeah,
here, it looks like this. Some of it's green and some of it's blue that I have.
I don't care. Just send it my way, sweetie. I mean, you will be blessed.
I have a whole box of like big chunks of it.
Oh my God.
And then my absolute favorite stone, the turquoise, the magical properties for that is harnessing like your ancestors. I guess that's what Native Americans used it for. It's protective stone. It's supposed to foster like inner peace, communication. It's a communication stone as well. So.
Heidi says she used chakra crystals when working with her chakras. That's cool. Hey, Kelly Porter, welcome. Thank you for popping in tonight. But I don't know. We are at the bottom of the hour, everybody, and you know what happens at the bottom of the hour. We're going to take a little break, come back, and we're going to still talk about some crystals. I am going to talk and ask questions and devil's advocate until I get my answer. Okay? I might not get my answer, but I'll get there. One real quick, Heidi says, I always said that I think everyone should have some Colorado quartz. I've sent a few people some. Send some my way. Oh, by the way, everybody, Heidi's my gold dealer out there. She's my gold dealer, gold dirt dealer. So that's why I got stashes from Heidi from Colorado, man. And there's gold in Colorado. There's gold in them hills. Okay.
Are you panning gold with it?
Yes, I do, honey. Yes, I do. I pan, I sluice. I go to North Carolina. I go to Virginia. I go to Ohio. So a couple more years, I'm retiring. And I'm going to head out west, go out Colorado, go down Nevada, down where, she's a gold dealer. And so I'm going to head out west, but there is gold. Deep, real quick, interesting before we go to the break. Can you tell me where the original gold rush started?
That I don't know. No, I can't. Really?
North Carolina. Yes.
It makes sense.
North Carolina has gold. What's that? It was in the 1800s.
With gold is it comes hand in hand with quartz. So
absolutely.
Quartz, so it makes sense since there's so much quartz down in that area.
Okay, honey, I know you're waiting. But no, Joe Fox just wrote, he said, I married a gold digger. Well, oh my God. All right, everybody, we're going to take a couple-minute break. Please go get a cigarette, do what you got to do, and then we'll see you in a couple minutes. Who can I play? This one.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Hi, and welcome everyone to Ethereal Encounters Unveiled. Today, we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the second part of Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly, along with my dear friend, C.L. Thomas. I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for allowing me to give you 2 nights a week, Sundays and Tuesday nights, 8:10 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. CL, her show's right on after mine on Tuesday nights. It is the Gateway Podcast, and she has an awesome show. She has great guests, and like I tell everybody, keep saying it until I die. Whenever you're done watching my show on Tuesday night, just head on over and watch CL's show, and send her some love. Give her some love, man. And tell her I sent you. Maybe I'll get some turquoise in the mail. Who knows?
You might. You just never know.
But nah. So we are talking about crystals tonight. CL just shared a lot of her crystals that she has because she goes out rock hunting. What got you into rock hunting?
It's something I've always been into. So in Pennsylvania, okay, so it is a lie that you can't find any stones. There's a lot of fossils. And fossils, for me as a kid, is what started the whole thing. There's a lot of fossils up in Pennsylvania.
Where at?
Well, if you look into creek beds and things, you're sure to find those. I don't know what they're called, but they're part of a plant, and they're kind of round. You know what I'm talking about? They're round and they have the ridging on them. I have a whole jar of them.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Okay.
But that's a popular Pennsylvania thing. If you look in the creek bed around the sandstone, there's a lot of sandstone there. You a lot of times you'll see like ferns and things stuck in the rocks, like fossilized ferns.
I've seen those. But to be honest with you, I've had such a busy life that I really don't get to go out. But when I do go out, then I do go panning for gold. And there is gold in Pennsylvania, but you have to go up north, though. You have to go around Erie, northeast, around where Joe Fox lives. There's a lot of gold in the creeks over where he's at. And Joe says, personally, I love collecting rocks and gems. And that's what really, when I would go, like when I go to North Carolina, I just pick up a couple rocks, you know what I mean? And I just bring them home. But for me to use it in a metaphysical sense, okay, into a healing sense, it's real hard for me to be convinced that the properties of healing are there.
I think they would be there if you believe it's there.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things where...
Do you think people...
What's your question?
Oh, no, go ahead. Listen.
Oh, I think it's one of those things where You know, you can't prove that God exists, right? Everyone believes in God, and I don't know, I
Right.
felt properties of God. I've experienced miraculous things in my lifetime, and I felt the presence of God, but I can't prove it. You know what I mean? So I think it's
Right.
along those lines.
So, and I'm glad that you said that personally because, you know, I've been sober since 1991. Okay. And um, the one I was raised with wasn't doing the thing for me until I found a loving and caring, you know, spirituality and all that stuff. And that's why. But yes, I could see the point where, you know, if you truly get this piece of amethyst and it's supposed to like heal your heart or make you show love or whatever, I guess if you really go deep down in your mind and allow that amethyst to actually do its job.
You know, the
What do
other
you
thing
think?
is a lot of crystals and metals act as a conduit.
Hmm.
So you notice like a
And
lot of
everybody, the cat in the back, that's Loki. That's Loki in the back here.
where's my sprayer?
He's a bad cat. Heidi says that she has always collected rocks and remembers when I was 4, she carried around a little glass snowman everywhere. Oh, that's cute. That's neat. My son, I love snow globes. I do love snow globes. And my son gave me one when he was like 5 years old. And I still have it to this day, you know. And it's a little wolf inside a globe, you know, and it snows. Well, Joe Fox says, I've actually purchased real moldavite that was created by a meteor impact in Germany and the Czech Republic. It's my
That's
prized
cool.
piece.
That's
That is
really
so
cool.
cool, Joe. Yes. So I guess there are a lot of rock collectors around here. You know what I mean? I'm grateful because a lot of my friends, and Heidi likes snow globes too. Yeah, I love snow globes, man. There's something mystical, you know. At one point in time, I know I was being silly. I'd use it as a crystal ball, look in the future, but it never quite worked that way. But um, what I like about my friends, and I have a lot of friends who collect rocks, who are in the metaphysical world, you know, and um, I'd like for me is to hear their stories, okay, on what the different rocks do. Now, for some unknown reason, they buy, you know, them geodes, right? The huge ones that weigh like 100 pounds that are split and have amethyst in them. Why would you buy something that huge, man? What?
Because
Seriously?
I guess their thinking is the bigger, the more energy it's going to harness.
But
Is my guess.
could it not? If it harnesses energy, and if crystals bring, you know, are a conduit for paranormal, for spirits and stuff like that, could you not be pulling in a not too pleasant spirit, an angry spirit?
You know, I don't really believe that you could pull something in without calling it in. But that's just my personal
Yeah.
belief.
Is that okay? Okay, and I respect that. I respect your personal.
You know how
But
everyone
to me,
says, oh, in demonic entities through Ouija boards and all that kind of. I just don't really believe that.
well, I personally myself do not like Ouija boards. Um, Anything that communicates with the dead, you know, honestly. Loki's being a pain in the ass. Did you feed her today? Did you feed your cat today?
Yeah, he's been fed. He's been petted. He's been watered. He's has everything.
He's being a little rambunctious there. Joe Fox says, I want one of them huge amethyst geodes for my coffin when I die. Oh my God, Joe. Wow, you need a crane to lift you up and put you in your grave here, dude. Yeah.
Amethyst is one of those stones we find here all the time. This was dug out of the ground.
That's pretty. You know what? The brown ones are my favorite. I like the brown ones. I forget what they're called. Does anybody know what the brown ones are called? I forget, but I think they're really, really pretty. I tell you what else I really like is the little garnets that they get up in Canada and Montana, the little red ones. Do you have them up? Do you have them out in
We
your
have
area?
those too. We do. We have those here too. And I do have a couple of them, but they're not in this room. They're in the next room.
Okay. So I am definitely going to take a month's vacation when I retire. And if I have to sleep out in your yard, okay, along with the donkeys and shit, I'll do that.
Oh, I'm going to make everyone jealous.
Tigers,
These are all
my
dug
God.
out of the
Look
ground.
at all that. Heidi, Joe, Michelle, Cindy. Look at all that. Joni. Look at all this
Every
stuff.
last one of these I dug out of the ground. It's like
Oh, my
smoky
goodness
quartz.
gracious.
There's a bunch of
Smoky
different
quartz. That's it for you. Smoky quartz. That's the one I like.
I call them my little altar crystals because they look really good on an altar.
Look at Heidi. Oh my, yeah.
See?
Oh yeah. Look at her. She's rubbing it in. She's rubbing it in.
The other thing we have out here is
Hey Kevin, good to see you. Hey Kevin, I'm very sorry about the Canadian hockey team today. You know what I mean? Go USA, buddy. 2-1. We won. We beat Canada. Yay. First time in 46 years. Heidi's loving them. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just like with me and UFOs and UFOs and aliens. I do believe in aliens. I do believe in UFOs. Okay, but I have to see it to truly believe it. Do you know what I mean? That's how I am. That's how I always been. You know what I mean? Yes, she does, Joe. Me and you got to take a ride out there. Yeah, you can do the digging.
This is your favorite, the tourmaline. We have that out here too.
Oh
But it's
my God, the
up
black
to
tourmalines. Oh my God.
quartz.
Yeah. Heidi, I got a moonstone to die for, man. Honest to God, I do have a moonstone from North Carolina. It is like so cool. And do you know what else I'd like? I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called a peacock stone. It
I
has
have
all
heard of
different
that.
colors.
Yes.
Oh, they're pretty. They are pretty. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to, maybe when I get a little bit more time, okay, maybe when I get a little bit more time, when I retire, whatever, then I can start looking, I could start looking into the principles or the healing effects of the different stones. But here's what not bothers me, but this is what I don't understand is that all the stones that you have, all right, CL, man, what do you do? Just pick out a couple to take with you, or are there people too? I mean, come on now. You put me in your room for all these freaking stones, my freaking energy is going to go off the deep end, dude. Seriously. You know what I mean? And I don't care how good of a grinder. No. It don't matter how good of a grinder I am. No matter how hardcore I put the roots from the bottom of my feet into the ground. Okay. That's a lot of energy there.
But one of the stones that I found, there's a quarry out here that's open to the public for selenite. So I have a big box just full of big chunks of selenite, and that's supposed to be a calming stone. So that might be what's
killing me here, ladies and gentlemen.
Everything out. Here's a little piece of it.
She is just killing me here. Look, oh my gosh. Heidi says that she carries several times she leaves the house. I used to do that. I used to take it. A little gym bag is what I used to carry with me. Don't do it. Don't. Oh.
I
You,
likes blues. This is
Donna, good to
Lamernite.
see you. Hey, Donna's in the house. Good to see you, Donna. Hey, Donna, down where you live, is there any cool stones or cool nice looking crystals down around where you're at, Donna? Heidi says, love selenite. I have a moon phase bar strip of selenite. Huh, that's pretty cool. Mine break. Mine break. That's the question I'm going to ask you, CL. When my selenite breaks by no mysterious, whatever, it just breaks. Is that bad news for me?
No, because selenite is actually it's like a crystal that continues to grow. It's one of those, and it only grows if it's in the ground,
Oh,
basically.
no, I'm sorry. It's tourmaline that breaks on me.
Yeah.
Tourmaline.
Oh, tourmaline. Yeah, that's different. It's just fragile. I don't think it matters one way or another if
Yeah.
it breaks.
Well, okay, good. Because at one time it was sitting right on my table, and it just broke right in half. Scared the shit out of me.
By itself?
Yeah, no lie. It was sitting on my table, and it split. Yes, ma'am. I wish I had video of it, but it happened.
That's a little weird.
I
That's a
know.
Weird, Sean Kelly.
So Heidi has a couple in her wallet that she does charge on a full and new moon. Joe Fox says that he actually comes across a lot of glass clear quartz in the coal fields around me. That's probably what we have around Pittsburgh, buddy. Down there in Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania, down in West Virginia. A lot of that glass clear quartz. But I will tell you this: we are getting, what time is it? We've got about 8 minutes left. But I will tell you this: my very first crystal that I bought, it was clear, okay. It had all different types of sides. You know what I mean? Like this, it was really crystal clear. And this is a true story, and I'm not bullshitting you or nothing like that. So one night I had it out. I always put it on the side table where my bed is at. The next morning, okay, when I awoke, what happened was it formed a dove in the middle of the crystal. Yes.
What?
I have to get you. It formed a dove. It formed a bird. And I'm feeling it because I'm thinking that it cracked. Okay. I'm figuring it cracked, but it formed like a dove. I'm not bullshitting. I'm being honest with you. It formed like a dove. Mm-hmm. Wings and all.
What do you think it meant?
Peace. Whatever a dove represents, I don't know. When I was going through some hard times back then. Kevin says something wanted your attention, split it in two directions at the same time, Sean. That's true. Joe says another awesome show, guys. I'm glad you're loving it. Hang around, Joe, because I know what you guys know. I'll be pulling a card. Donna says, absolutely. We have petroglyphs site called Leo and rough crystal are everywhere. Just laying on the ground. It's a healing site. Huh. Interesting.
Where is that located, Donna?
Yeah, Donna, see, I would like to know where it is located at, if you don't mind telling everybody. But Joe, you're right. This was a good show. Tiger eyes are not bad, you know. I mean, that's like a basic stone for me. You know, some are pretty, some, I guess. I don't know. I guess whatever pops out of the box or jumps into my hand, you know, matter like that. You know, and to be honest,
do you visit like rock shops and things? Is that where you buy them?
Whenever I go like to North Carolina or something like that, you know what I mean? Now, if I go to a metaphysical store, okay, I'll look at the rocks, right? Jackson County, Ohio, CL is where it's located. But no, when I go into a metaphysical world, I do walk store. I do walk by the stones, and I love hematite. Hematite does work as a grounder. She says it's deep in the
Okay, so
country.
how do you know that works?
Oh man, I put it in my hand.
Right back at you.
I didn't even have to think about it. I put it in my hand and I could just feel me grinding.
Okay,
Seriously.
so you feel the energy off of the rock.
Hematite, just hematite. That was it. Just hematite. Oh my gosh, that's intense. Someone bought me one of them hematite like things around your wrist, like a wristband, and that was just a little too much grounding for me. Joni likes amethyst. Amethyst is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There, tiger's eye, citrine, yellow citrine. I
Sean,
mean,
I sent you a lodestone a while back.
oh yeah, I still
What
have
did
it.
you think of that?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. She sent me a stone, everybody, and I loved it very much. It reminded me of that smoky quartz, to be honest with you. That's what it looked like to me.
But it's magnetic.
You have a lot of that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Out there, yeah. But it's crazy. When you go down south, like to North Carolina, I was telling you earlier about the what are the little red balls called? The red stones, garnets, red garnets. Down there in North Carolina, their garnets are like this big. Okay, they're huge, but they're not red. They're brown, like a ruby red type of garnet, and they are huge, man, like that. But I don't know here there. Seriously, I'm gonna, when the weather gets a little bit warmer, I'm just gonna probably look into it some more. But I'm definitely going. We'll be doing some gold prospecting again. And I really love it when I do it. And it's pretty cool. I found that moonstone down in North Carolina by gold prospecting. So I think that was pretty cool. That sucker just popped right out of the sand. It was like, poof, here it is. And I
You
kept
have it?
Do
you have it on your desk?
Do I have it? I gave it to a friend of mine who needed it. Yes. And I do that. If I have something that I think that a person needs to help them, I give it to them, Just like, I need help with turquoise. So.
Moonstone. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Oh my gosh, there she is. There
you want me to send you turquoise? I'll send it to you. I'll send it next.
Cool.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, Dawn. What?
I think I might have a moonstone.
Donna says, oh, cool. Well, Donna says when she sets up her Shawnee altar and put all my stones in, the energy is amazing. You can feel the energy. And
Is that what that is?
Yes. Is that a solid white one?
It's white.
Solid white.
It's blue. It has blue in it.
Oh. No. The moonstones that I'm talking about is solid white with some black in it, not blue.
Yeah, this one I don't know what it is. It's like a light blue.
Huh. It looks pretty. I like it. Much love to you, Dawn or Darren, whoever you are. Yeah, much love to you too. And he's given us much love there, Miss CL. But you know what? It is that time for it's the witching hour time. I want to thank everybody for stopping in. CL, it was an awesome show tonight. And I'm glad that we could talk a little bit about crystals. If you notice, though, there's a lot of podcasts out there in the metaphysical world that actually don't talk about stones and they don't talk about crystals and stuff. So I think I did a pretty decent job. We did a good job tonight. So everybody, Joe, get ready, buddy, because I'm going to pull the card. Everybody knows that oh shit. Okay, I got it. Oh boy. But so I'm pulling a card, and with the gratitude to you, Heidi, for popping in. Good night, Kevin. Hey guys, hold on. I'm going to pull this card. All right, so Joe, you ready? I'm cutting it once, twice, 3 times. And today's card, oh, wow, the frog. Joe, so Joe's going to find the spiritual one. It's called the frog. And to me, oh my God, what is it? While Joe's looking at it, I'll look it up on my book about the frog. That's right, Kevin. Tonight, the show went too fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joni. It did go fast. My shows do go fast. I'm sorry. Frog. And Heidi loves little frogs. That's cool. Okay, we're getting there, guys.
I like to listen to frogs at night. That's the one thing about Vegas that I really miss. Hearing
really?
frogs.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, man. Come on, dudes. Come on. Oh, man. Come on. Okay. Here it is. It's cleansing. Oh, last couple nights, Joni has had a couple dreams about frogs. Interesting. Well, hopefully this helps you out a little bit here, John. It's cleansing.
Transitioning.
Yeah. If frog happens into your cards you choose today, it's ribbit, maybe calling you in the cleansing you need. If you were to look at where you are today, would you use any of the following words to describe your condition? Tired, overloaded, hairy, frustrated, guilty. That's me. All these words. If so, take a break and allow yourself to bathe in the waters of frog medicine. This could mean a long, relaxing bath, disconnecting the phone, yelling stop, or taking in deep, cleansing breaths. Yes, the frog. Oh, Joe got it. Here we go. The frog as a spirit animal symbolizes transformation, healing, and emotional growth. It encourages you to embrace change, trust your intuition, and release negative emotions for personal renewal. Thank you, Joe Fox. You know what, Joni? Hopefully that helped you out with your dream for frogs. Again, I'll read it. Thank you, Kevin. The frog on a spirit animal symbolism, transformation, healing, and emotional growth. It encourages you to embrace change, trust your intuition, and release negative emotions for personal renewal. I hope this card helped everybody out tonight. And don't leap to judgments. Oh my gosh. Joe, you're good. I don't know. It's up between you and Kevin on these little one-liners, man. Don't leap to judgments. I like that. Everybody, CL, thank you so much for coming on and helping me co-host tonight about the crystals. Don't forget, everybody, you could see her on Tuesday nights on the Gateway Podcast, 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time, right after my show. And like I said, she has great shows, a lot of good shows. Children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents, and if you have no children, find somebody, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. Please save the children. Please keep the children safe. On that note, good night, everybody. CL, thank you very much for being on. And I will see you Tuesday night. Good night.